So here we have 3078, medium-sized, and well, frankly, it's upside down. It's a crater on the moon. It's upside down, so I'm going to flip it. There you go. And I'm just going to zoom in because, I see things in this photo that look just odd. So let's just do a little zooming in here. And, I'll just keep going until I see something that I find intriguing. And then I'll just, stop at that item. People can tell me what they think they see. You really do have to look at the shadows and realize that, yeah, this was a photo taken in the late 50s, early 60s, before we actually landed on the moon. And you have to understand that, shadows that are underneath something that has a circular back and a midline division and I don't know, what looks like a wraparound curved surface probably shouldn't be on the moon back in 1959. So this was Lunar Orbiter 3, the 78th photo that it took. And this is a very high density photo. And as you can see, when you look at the photo, we're pretty much at the limit of the zoom. I'll back it out a bit so you get a little bit more perspective. And it's been deliberately obfuscated a little bit. There's something here which is circular in shape, which has a little bit of height to it. There's another grouping here and another grouping here. So this could be, I don't know, something. There's another thing up behind here which is casting shadows. But someone has used kind of a paint process to artificially whiten things and make them difficult to see. So what I'll do is I'll try to very briefly bring some of the go back into that location. We'll try to bring some of those details up. And let's just make some basic adjustments here to the contrast and exposure. If I drop the brightness a little bit, it'll bring up some of those items that are in the background. And if I push the exposure up ever so slightly, it'll clarify things. And maybe just tweak the contrast a little bit so things start to pop out. That's probably all we need to do at this point for you to be able to get a fairly good view of what we're actually seeing here. So yeah, this is just one very quick look at a very, very simple picture taken by the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, as they called it, a Lunar Orbiter number 3. There were 5 of them, but this is number 3. So you can always look it up. I'm going to just save a copy of this. Save as a copy. And we'll call it close-up. I don't think that's where we want to have it either. We want to have it in the Lunar Orbiters. Save. There it is. So, I might make a video with this later. There we go.